1948, 2008, what has changed? The attacks on Gaza have got nothing to do with Hamas. The attacks on Gaza are part of an ongoing Israeli campaign to bring the people of Gaza to their knees. For 60 years, the people of Gaza have been resisting. For 60 years, every so often, every few years, Israel finds the need to attack. And then I looked around some more, and this is very interesting. In the early 1950s, Palestinians would infiltrate the border back into Israel, sometimes to commit acts of violence, sometimes to go back to their homes and bring something, sometimes to go back to their fields and try to bring some food. And in 1953, the Israeli army decided on what they called the Retribution Acts, which were, well, Retribution Acts. They would go back. If Palestinians came across, then the Israeli army would go in there and punish them. And this is just about, it happens to be about Ariel Sharon, although Ariel Sharon is not here the issue. He was the head of a famous unit called Unit 101. And it speaks here, he was a young officer in 1953, and it says he relentlessly asked the General HQ of the Israeli army to authorize more retribution acts in the face of Arab incursions from Gaza. HQ gives the go-ahead. Unit 101 attacked El Bureij refugee camp in Gaza. 15 are dead, among them women and children. Sharon dismisses criticism for killing innocent civilians. If we don't act against the refugee camp, it will become a murderer's nest. I've heard that Gaza is a murderer's nest my whole life. I wasn't even born then. Okay, and he's right. The refugee camps are centers of resistance. The refugee camps are centers of resistance to the Israeli occupation of Palestine. Later, in 1956, I showed you the command. Later, 1967, the Middle East War, Israel took over Gaza, along with the West Bank and the Golan Heights and the Sinai. And Israel was in control of Gaza. And once again, in 1971, only 4 years after Israel took over Gaza, once again, Sharon moves. By then, he was a general. He was commander of the Southern Command. Sharon moves on to his next mission, eliminating terrorist gangs in the Gaza Strip. He instructs the soldiers to be rough with the local population, to shoot to kill any Arab who does not obey a stop call. For 7 months, Sharon and his soldiers, 7 months, they operated. Between July 1971 and December 1971, 742 people killed, captured, and terrorist attacks are virtually stopped. For how long? This was 1971. We are 2009. The attacks continue. The expectation that people who live in a prison will not resist is absurd. So we call them terrorists, and then we go in and attack them. But you'd think somebody would learn from this.